You are looking at just some of the over 40,000 attendees here in Las Vegas this week for the National HIMSS Conference. As the country's largest annual health IT conference, HIMSS attracts both industry and government representatives looking to enhance the nation's healthcare system through a use of information technology. Representing the federal government's qualified health IT solution provider community, the NITAAC, our contract holders and customers are here in force. Coming up, we'll hear from the chair of the NITAAC Community Action Groups, Stephanie Cumberbatch of ATEC, on her outlook for the federal health sector and the impact of the NITAAC Nation. The NITAAC Outreach webcast begins now. Last evening, the NITAAC community, our contract holders, and federal agency representatives got together for a casual networking event at HIMSS. Stephanie Cumberbatch is the chair of the NITAAC Community Action Group and the organizer of this annual event. I spoke with her about the federal IT health sector and the growth of this community. Here again from HIMSS 2016, and we're at the evening long awaited. So much work has gone into this event. Great turnout tonight. Well, any observations?
It is a great turnout, Todd, and I can't help but think about the backdrop here in Las Vegas. And just across the street, I think 20,000 people gathered to talk about transforming health IT. And here, even more specially and more specifically, NITAAC contract holders gathered together, networking, talking with federal government about our various products and services, and helping to further the mission of transforming health care through IT. It's not a glamorous event like the Bellagio halls, but it's here on the backdrop of an island setting, and it's really a fun atmosphere. And I think there's great camaraderie between NITAAC contract holders and talking with federal government employees, and it's really a great event.
Stephanie, you have done so much work. You are the chair of the BD CAG, and this has been your project, at least for the last 2 years. I want to talk a little bit more about the keynote last night. Secretary Burwell talking about how are we going to get to efficiency, effective, outcome-based health care, along with lower costs. And she pointed to health IT, and that's what this contract is all about.
Certainly, and I was there for that keynote, very impressive keynote, I think, and I think the perfect catalyst for the next 4 days. And really, as contract holders for NITAAC and as contract holders and vendors supporting the federal government, we have a responsibility to really take heed and listen to the mission of the government, and I think that's exactly what she laid out, and she threw down the gauntlet essentially for us as contract holders to leverage our collective capability, our innovative thought and ability to really hit home on those things that are germane to improving healthcare and population health for all Americans.
I know ATEC is doing so much. You're a big sponsor here tonight.
Yes.
What's most striking so far? I know 40,000 plus here at HIMSS 16. Any other messages that you find particularly striking in the messages?
I think what's striking, not so much in the messages, but in really the enthusiasm, I think, of industry and bringing forth our best to serve the federal government and their health IT initiatives. It's amazing each year when we come and we see, it's almost as if when HIMSS ends, everybody goes back to the drawing table and they strive to improve their product and their services for the federal government, and they come better each year. And they're very energetic and energized around really promoting various values and products and services that will help to improve population health. So I think that's most striking. We're constantly pushing the envelope, constantly striving to do more and to offer the best that we can as contract holders. And I think that's the most striking. It's a very proud moment for us, for ATEC, being among these other companies who are really doing the best that we can do to really push healthcare into the next millennium.
I think it's so key that we had so many participants here sponsoring the event, attending the event, and a very healthy outcome from the federal contracting procurement community as well.
Oh no, it's a great event, and I'm so proud to be a NITAAC contract holder from that perspective, really working together, because at the end of the day, it's not really, well, I mean, it is about us individually as companies, but we're all trying to serve the greater good for American citizens, and really rallying together and putting forth a concerted effort to ensure that the federal government understands that we have the capability and the expertise to be able to help them achieve their respective missions.
Just from your perspective, what is your number one focus coming out of this conference, going back to Washington, working in the community, working in the healthcare community, so much around data, and I know you have some specific focus for this year as well.
Well, I think the thing that motivates me more is to never stop pushing the envelope, constantly seeking to find, striving to find ways to add value. And then I'm always energized and motivated coming out of these conferences to do exactly that, working with ATEC, working with my employees to make sure that every day that we come to work, we're focused on the mission of NIH, mission of HHS, and making sure that everything we do goes towards furthering that mission, especially as it pertains to population health within the health space.
Well, just pulling off this event, putting it together, the quality that it represents, indicative of the contract itself, and the emphasis that we have on building that trust with the federal community.
Certainly. I'm nothing but the best. And that certainly was the theme for tonight, and it's been great. Everybody looks like they're having fun, and that's certainly the theme and the vision of NITAAC, and we're happy to be a part of that.
Well, bigger than last year, and certainly I think 4 times as many attendees here this evening. We're looking forward to even a bigger event next year.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we'll keep pushing along until every federal government employee understands the breadth and depth of services that are available on the NITAAC contracting vehicles.
A lot of value from you and from the entire community. So thank you for this event. Thank you for all your work, and we appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you so much.
We thank Stephanie Cumberbatch of ATEC, a NITAAC small business contract holder and an extraordinary supporter of this community. I'm Todd Schwartzrock. For all of us at the NITAAC Outreach webcast, thank you for joining us for this episode of Now. Stay close. We'll have more to come from Las Vegas, Nevada, as our coverage of HIMSS 16 continues.